Hello and welcome to the $1 Million Message. This is your Fearless Friday message with Callie DeBlanda Brigham, calling from absolutely freezing but beautiful Northwest Florida here on Pensacola Beach. It is in the 30s here, you guys, and it rained a little bit last night, and I thought, are we going to get snow in Florida? Happens about once every 30 years. Anyways, speaking of all of that, 'tis the season, right? And I just wanted to share with you a message I know I might share about once a year, and I think it bears repeating. But I want to talk to you about how to flow with this season instead of fight the season. So December and Maycember are two, I think, of the months of the year that we really have to be cognizant of it, particularly in certain seasons of our lives, especially with kids at home, because there's just a lot going on. That's the reality, right? So it's also a lot of magic and fun and festivities, but it's also a month that if we try to force what we normally do into this season, I think we're going to be frustrated. Because it's the season that really needs to look a little bit differently, but it can be extremely successful. So that's what we're going to talk about today is not fighting the season, but flowing with it, and let's approach it just a little bit differently than we might another month of the year, okay? So the first thing is, of course, just embracing it, right? And we can look and lean into how there are opportunities that this season naturally gives us. And think about the vibe of December. What is happening? Well, if I think about this week and what I have going on in this weekend, it is a lot of gathering, okay? So I want you to start to think about, all right, people are gathering more than ever. This is not anymore a season of virtual. It is a season of in-person gathering. We're going to talk about that in a second. It's a season of celebration. It's a season of shopping. It's a season of giving. So I want you to think about all of those things. We're going to embrace it. It's a season of gathering, celebrating, shopping, and giving. And so it's got its own unique energy that can really make it successful. All right, so let's talk about the gathering. You know, when I think about that it's a season of gathering, I think that it's a season of connection. So it might be family parties, it might be school functions, it might be church events. Tonight we have a night of caroling we're not going outside, thank the Lord, but it's an annual tradition. One of the families at school, everybody brings stuff and we sit around a piano. I'll probably play my violin and we just have like a fun family night tonight. Tomorrow morning, my mom has a women's Christmas brunch at her church that she asked me to go to every year. And tomorrow night, we have our family business Christmas party. So I think about all of the people that I'm going to see. And this does not necessarily mean that I'm going to sell, but this means that I am going to make some connections with people, right? I might wear a fun, new, bright red lip. I might bring a goodie bag for the hostess who has a lot going on at her house today, right? She might need a few little self-care things that I'm going to do. And, of course, I'm going to make sure I give it to her while other people are watching. Or, you know, all of those things are going to come into play. So you think about maybe this is a connection with a former customer of yours that you're just going to find out how her family's been doing. Or again, maybe this is something where you're going to try out the new Emerald eyeshadows and liners and have just a really fun pop-in look. Maybe this is an opportunity that you have to meet some new people that you can say, hey, let's be friends on social, and then they can see the kind of life that you live. So I want you to think about the first of gatherings as how can I make some connections with people? How can I meet new people? How can I subtly include my Mary Kay in it? Trust me, there's seasons where it's not so subtle, or events where it's not so subtle, but these kinds of things are going to be subtle. The next is I want you to think about shopping trends. Okay, people are shopping for gifts. Let's make it really, really easy. I want you to think about things that are phrases where we can position ourselves as we are helping people. We're not just selling, We're helping people. We're a solution to people. So we've got the perfect stocking stuffers. We've got the last minute on-the-go gifts. We've got ready-to-go skincare sets. We've got gift certificates. We've got pillow presents. We've got teacher gifts. We've got something for that hard-to-buy for person or the person that has everything. We've got what women want and what men want too. They want our gift-giving services. So I want you to think about this as not who I can sell to, but who can I serve to. I have everything that someone would need for solutions. I can call a guy. I can get his wish. I can help fill his wish list for his wife. I can help find a gift for his mom. I can help him with his gifts for his office. Like, I can help this guy not have to be panicking on December 24th, right? So what does that look like? You can carry your Christmas baby everywhere. So everywhere you go, you've got lip glosses and hand creams and eye makeup removers that people can just literally get out of your basket. That's what a Christmas baby is. Shopping trends, keeping it simple, keeping price points simple, giving people, you can do this, this, or this, giving the tiered idea. You can also do the really adorable caboodle gifts for teens. So just be thinking about holiday shopping trends, keeping it easy for people, helping solution them. Also shopping trends too, there's so much self-care that goes on. I mean, you couldn't get into your hairstylist this month if you hadn't booked a month or two before. Getting your nails done, are you kidding? So just remember that women are also buying for themselves. They want to look good. All right, next is to adjust your schedule. So you may need to adjust your schedule a little bit so you don't burn out as well. So maybe you're going to plan shorter, more focused work sessions. Maybe you're going to task like things together. Maybe you're going to work at a little bit different hours. Maybe you're going to just know that, well, gosh, the weekends are now more full with this, so I'm going to put a little bit more in my week or vice versa. Maybe while the kids are in school, maybe you adjust your schedule so that you work a lot up until the kids get out, and then you take a little bit of a break, and then you get back on. So you want to be aware of your schedule. And the next thing I want you to know is it's time to also focus on the bigger picture. The momentum that you have right now is going to play into January. So if you, even with the best intentions, you talk about booking holiday makeovers and holiday coffees and holiday sharing appointments and holiday on the go and holiday skincare sessions and everything, by the way, should have the word holiday in front of it. If somebody is still resistant and they just won't do a holiday texting party or they won't do something like that, you know what? You've got great momentum. You can book parties for the new year. You can talk to people about what they want out of the new year. You can start to focus on that. It's not just the end of the year. It's a bridge to January. So you can start to get your date book full for January. And I want you to just know that you can have that bigger picture. You know, last couple things I want you to think about is I want you to think about who you're approaching this time of year. You know, if you're trying to book teachers right now, good luck. But the week between Christmas and New Year's, teachers like to be busy. They're going to be bored. You're going to want to help them out. So think about who you're booking and when. You know, college students, in about another week, they've got like a month off. They're going to be perfect people to book. Or maybe you're going to do generations because you know people are going to be home. You're going to get the grandma and the mom and the granddaughter all at once for a booking appointment. Maybe you're thinking about, well, gosh, I'm not going to book to those teachers, but maybe I could sell to them. They barely have time to breathe, let alone Christmas shop. Let me take care of them for it. Let me take care of that for them. So I want you to think about who you're targeting and what you're targeting them for. Again, everything should have the word holiday in front of it. And if somebody's just not ready and just not interested, that's fine. You can start to get your January booked so that you have momentum rolling into it. Okay, there's 1,000 other ideas, so I'm not here to cram them down your throat, but what I am here to do is I want you to think about, I'm not going to fight what's going on in this season. I'm going to flow with it. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to work smart. I'm going to connect authentically. And not only am I going to have a great December, but it's going to set me up for success in the new year. All right. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm off to party. Talk to you next week.